Manchester United 1, Fulham 0. You can delete your drafts. Yeah. Get off of X trying to hate on us, trying to give us the Arsenal slot, the old Arsenal slot when they were rubbish. Yeah. Because you thought that you could feast on us haters. Yeah. Thought we'd get embarrassed. Thought we'd lose. Yeah. Hold that. Get out of here. That's just for the haters who tuned in to the game, to say that we'd lose. But we have won by 1-0 against Fulham at OT. Listen, it's about winning. It's just about winning your first game of the season. There's two ways of looking at this game, There's two ways of looking at this game because I see some people saying it's the same as always. Man United weren't good and, got opened up and this, that and the other. Then you got people saying, oh, well, the XG shows that Man United had the better chances and we saw with our eyes Man United had the better chances. But I'm just on a positive vibe, man. I'm going to get to dissecting some of the negatives and things that we've got to do. But straight off the bat, Joshua Zirkzee. Oh, Joshua Zirkzee. Finish, brother. Yeah? Wicked finish. Left foot into the corner. Really good instinctive finish. And then after that, started getting his touches off, started bringing people into play, got his confidence up. But a dream debut for him, man. And it was a really, really good striker's goal. Actually, the game with the chances that we were missing, ironically, it was crying out for a striker and number 9. And what we have heard from, the Kevin Hatchard and other people who talk about Zirkzee, who know him from his time at Bologna and beyond, is that he's not prolific like that. He's more of a link-up player. He's more of a come short, make things happen, knit things together. But he showed his finishing ability there because that was a snapshot. It came up at him quick. And actually, when you look at it in hindsight, it's a really, really good finish. When you see it firsthand, I thought, oh, did it hit off his knee? Did it hit off his thigh? It looked really quick, and I was up the other end. And I couldn't really see, but it wasn't until I saw the replay and I thought, that's a really, really good finish. So buzzing for him. Mazraoui, I'm going to get to him as well now because that was a really, really good debut from him. And the technical level of the team has just risen by him just being there. Some of the passes he was playing, some of the angles he was making, just a competent footballer. And that's not to disrespect Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We love Aaron, and what he gave us was absolutely brilliant and very unique in what he did in terms of in 1v1 duels. But with what Mazraoui gives us, you can already see that he's way more comfortable on the ball. He's way more in alignment with how Ten Hag wants us to play. And he understands the game at a high level, and you can tell that he knew his pressing triggers of when to go and engage and be really, really tight, when to go and be up pressing or when to sit off. And in terms of bringing the ball forward and releasing the ball, he's comfortable with both feet. You could tell he wants to take the ball at both feet and play little passes. He's comfortable coming infield as well. And I just liked his performance. It was a really, really good performance for someone who's only been here since the start of the week. And this is what when Owen was talking about, we wanted maybe De Ligt to start, but it didn't happen. And I understand why. But in terms of having players who understand what Ten Hag wants, and Ten Hag said in the press conference, he said, this is a player that, it's very difficult to put him under pressure. I.e., he's very good on the ball, he won't be rushed, and he can get out of situations. He said it's difficult to make him uncomfortable, I think, or difficult to put pressure on him. Words to those avail. And that's what I saw from him today, so I was really impressed with him. Harry Maguire deserves his flowers, man. Listen, Harry Maguire, since he's had the captaincy taken off him in that season, in Eric's first season, listen, has been really good, man. Has been really good. And it's actually nice to see because he's come through a lot of shit. He's come through a lot of people ridiculing him, a lot of people getting on his back, and he's had to be really mentally strong. He won his duels today. He was good on the ball. A little bit passive, I think all of us were in the first 15, 20 minutes of the game. But after that, he started getting on the front foot, and actually he was colossal today. He was very, very good. So I want to big him up. I want to big up Casemiro as well. Now, we saw kind of the good, bad and ugly of Casemiro in one game, but actually he was creating chances, he was getting on the end of things, he was going into tackles when the game went a bit flat, when there wasn't really much quality in the game. Yes, he's still done the Casemiro specials. I ain't stupid. There's a reason why we're trying to get Ugarte in, and we should absolutely still be trying to do that. Yeah, let's not get that twisted. Casemiro is having a little bit of a resurgence and doing okay, but let's not. We still need another midfielder. But I'm going to give him his props today. I'm not just going to have an agenda against Casemiro because I think he might be his best days definitely are past him. But if a player plays well, he's our player. We want him to play well, and we need Casemiro to resemble something something similar, if we can, to that first season, because last season was just completely not good enough and absolutely awful, to be honest with you. He's still going to ground too quick, but that's part of the transitions that we're giving up and the balls that we're losing and then being wide open. I'll get to that in a second because I'm still on the positives. But Casemiro deserves his flowers as well. And overall, I just think that we created a lot of chances today, man. And on a different day, we take those chances, and that's been the problem. We need to start taking chances. Because as the game went on, it was actually Fulham who got more confident because we hadn't taken our chances, so the door's still open, and then it became like a basketball match. And I think the beginning of the first half and the beginning of the second half, we lost our way a little bit. So there's still a long way to go. You can tell that players are still rusty. Like Kobe wasn't at his sparkling best today, but of course he's trying to get up to speed. Bruno's snatching at chances. To be honest, that second Bruno chance, he has to score that. That's an easy chance for him. The first one, he tries to go outside the boot and put it into the far corner and gets it all wrong and kicks it straight at Leno. Mason Mount had a chance. He should have scored as well. So the chances were there. It was chances galore. And when you break it down, there's some people sort of saying, oh, Man United are just the same. Oh, this, that, and the other. They were lucky today. And look, and even Man United fans saying to me, because I said, look, we should have won that about 3 or 4-0 with the chances that we had. Onana had to make one save from Tete, which was a decent save. Other than that, yes, Fulham got into dangerous positions. Oh, if Pereira could have passed it properly, but he didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? He didn't. And Onana essentially didn't have much to do. Let's be real. Leno was the busy of the keepers, and the chances that we created, and at the end as well, where Garnacho had an open goal, the pass was a bit behind him, should have been a better pass from Rashi, but he still should have scored, or Rashi should have been confident enough to just slot it. So that's another chance that I just remembered. We had most of the chances, so don't let anyone tell you that we didn't make the chances and we didn't deserve to win this game and we were just lucky to win today. We wasn't. We were slightly the better team. But here's the criticism I will say though, and the bits that I did pick up, what we have to work on and that aren't there yet. Of course, we gave away too many balls in bad areas. We gave away the ball from our attackers. You know, Garnacho, when he came on, he tried to, a couple of quick step overs, quick feet, lost the ball, and then it puts us on the back foot, and then there's still gaps there. Kobe, he's not the quickest at getting back in there. Casemiro, not the quickest at getting back in there. So there's still alarming things that are there. Absolutely, we know that. I'm not gonna get that twisted, but overall, I think for the first game of the season, to have a performance like that was largely on the front foot. We were pressing, we were trying to nick the ball off Fulham really, really high up, get a lot of regains high up in their third. We were trying to initiate that. I like that. Mason Mount, the mobility of him was good. That was initiating the press alongside Bruno. Rashford did work hard. His quality on the ball wasn't always there, but he was working hard. His attitude was right. You're going to get the same with Ahmad as well. Ahmad didn't have his best game. He didn't have his best game in terms of his final ball and getting at Robinson. A couple of times he'll get on a little mazy run, running into the box and trying to make things happen. A couple of calls for penalty that weren't there. I could see why Ten Hag was going to take him off. I think just before that he got nicked off him by Robinson, was on the back foot. Then he won it back in the box, or it came to him in the box, and then he hoofed it because he was a bit nervous. But I still think keep going in the same way. It's just about confidence, man. It's the first game of the bloody season. It's as simple as that. Zirkzee now, he's got his first goal. He's notched. We've got no injuries, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's just do the positives, man. This could have been a very different game if we come out here 0-0. And it wasn't, people trying to liken this to the Wolves game. It wasn't as bad as the Wolves games last year. Last year, Wolves had about flipping 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 shots. It was Cunha running through us, tearing us a new one. You know what I mean? And they really, really should have scored. We should have conceded a penalty. It was carnage, and the Ghost Wave, the Phantom, bailed us out. This wasn't like Zirkzee bailed us out because he finally put a chance away, but in terms of letting us off the hook because the other team was so dominant and definitely should have scored, it wasn't that. I mean, look, if you're thinking about it from a Fulham perspective, if you're trying to say that Man United were poor, let's be honest, that counter-attack that happened, I think, when Garnacho gave the ball away and we are in 6s and 7s, if Pereira gets that pass right, okay, of course, that could have been a goal. But other than that, Emil Smith-Rowe was getting in a half turn and picking up the ball. Yeah, okay, he did all right. Did Muniz have a clear shot on goal? No. Adama Traore, it's a good thing he's not very good with an end product, and because he got into dangerous positions because he's quick and he's powerful. But Leach had engaged in him as well, put him on his ass a couple times. Other than that, what else? Iwobi, Mazraoui came back and blocked a shot that was across the goal in the first 10 minutes when we weren't great. But Fulham, again, it's just a Tete shot. That's it. And a deflected shot off Kobbie's shoulder. So the main chances come to us. Don't let anyone tell you any different. I'm pleased with it. It wasn't perfect, but it's 3 points. And now we can put our feet up and watch the rest of the Premier League. And we're top of the league. We are top of the league. So we are top of the league because it's not going to last very long. My man of the match, I'm going to give it to... I want to give it to Zirkzee, but I'm going to give it to Mazraoui because he was brilliant. He was brilliant, man. So, yeah, long may it continue. No injuries. On to the next. Brighton, tough game at the Amex. I'm out of it. Peace.